candidates. Remember, Tisai is operating like a private school now because it is not government. But we worked hard to make sure that the candidates of Tisai are registered to sit for their PLOE under where? Akoltoron. But the policy is, any child that is not a UPE child is supposed to pay 34,000 for what? For registration. But I say that the candidates that are coming from Tisai should not pay that money because we are all struggling to see that they also actually finish the primary circle. But during the examination, the scouts that came were very hard on us, saying we are allowing candidates of private schools to register as what? As UPE candidates. So if that is on registration of candidates, what about teachers? But we had to explain and make them understand that these candidates are a unique category of what? Of candidates. And we are just going to see how to have the other team also across the island integrated into the social services that government is what? Is having. So at least we're able to register 7 candidates the other side, and we captured them as what? As UPE. So we cannot send teachers there because we tried this before and it became difficult. The teachers were willing to go, but after accepting to go, they started saying they need to get this allowance because now Tisai is hard to what? Hard to reach. And we don't have that budget that we can do that. Then there is also another, and I think maybe next time as we present, because I do not remember us saying that we have a school getting, establish a school in Tisai and let it be coded before January 2023. I think that was very ambiguous because it is not possible that we can have a school there full-fledged and coded before January. I think that action point was wrongly quoted. And I want to say that it is not possible. What we have only done is we have gone to, I think by this week, we shall be able to acquire an EMIS number for Tisai, the community school, so that we are able to register them also into the EMIS system, and it gets recognized as what? As one of the community schools that is operating. That is what I have to say about the action.
Which will be commissioned without the local leaders and the communities, so that we don't, now people are complaining that it's not commissioned. It's already commissioned. Even the honorary chairman can bear witness, but the community doesn't know. That one impacts negatively on government. Community will be in a blackout, thinking government is not thinking about them. Kumbe, it has done what it's supposed to do, and the people who are in charge of delivering those services have kept quiet, left the people guessing. This one brings me again to that issue of Tisai Primary School. Dio, let us sit together and ensure that that school in a hard-to-reach sub-county, which is now a community school, is aided by the government. There is nothing that can disable us except if processes towards registration and eventually coding, there is some laxity. And that laxity, let us work together. It's okay. Chairman and DO and COW to ensure we remove it so that those people really, it's very, I cannot even imagine it. That we have a hard-to-reach sub-county, committee has come up with a school, and we as a government have not captured it to be aided. No. We shall work together and ensure that thing is solved.
I want to say it is not true on the side of education. When people are called for meetings, maybe AGMs or what, the attendance is always very poor. When we always do those commissionings or launch of projects or what, we try to mobilize communities to come, but people don't come. People don't come, and so many times during the time of elections of school management committees, we would have to maybe postpone elections maybe 2 or 3 times because you go there and get the attendance is so poor. But at the end of it all, people who don't attend, they're the ones who come and make a lot of noise. That we were not involved, we were not informed and all that. Otherwise, I want to say that on behalf of Education Department that I head, we are determined to ensure that we do our best within our means to provide the education service in the district. Thank you.
As well as the area where the project or the receiving project area. Now, by so doing, we want everybody to be informed. People talked of the amount of money. Somebody proposed that we need to put a signpost that also indicates how much money has been allocated for that project. But we're also saying that the BOQs are able to address that problem, so that the immediate monitors, before the RDC, the LOC 5 for any member of the executive comes to mount a project, you, the community members, should be able to see and know what that project is all supposed to be, so that we don't do